Hey guys, if you just came on, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had a conference call for, the other job. So, hi Pauline, hi Connie, hi Sandra, hi Lynn. So, sorry again, I was a few minutes late because, my job decides to schedule a conference call too. So we'll give it just a minute or two for everybody to join in, and then we will get started. We're doing right angle weave. Yay! Hi Tina. Hi Yvette. Hi Pauline. Hi Robin. Hi Bonnie. There's lots of people joining today. Oh, cool. We're excited to have you, Tina. Hi, Martina. Yeah, so I'm not used to doing this either online. I'm used to doing this in person, so, bear with us as we are trying to do this. But we are going to cover right angle weave today. I posted a video before about beads. Yay, free beads. So, to get the free beads, you have to share this video, of which I'm going to post afterwards. You have to like us on Facebook, and you have to follow us on YouTube as well. So, from Italy, hi. Hi, Donna. Hi, Judy. So, yay, free beads. So, it's totally free, which means, we'll pay for the shipping as well. So, we're just trying to increase the number of viewers that we have on YouTube and everything, and increase the number of people that are seeing these things. So, it's good for everybody. So, we are going to go over right angle weave today. And as I'm waiting for everybody to log on, because I was a little late myself, we'll go over, some of the stuff that we're going to do. This weekend is Adara. Hang on. I got to go run and get it. Okay, I'm back. All right, so this Saturday is Adara. Hi, Sylvia. How do you follow on YouTube? You just go to YouTube, search for Beadjoux Bead Store. We should pop up there, and if you're a subscriber to YouTube, then you can hit follow. So, all right. So, Connie's got it. You don't, Lynn, you subscribe to it. See, she's got it. So this is Adara. This is what we will be teaching this weekend. I do have kits available. Kits are $50. We have a blue and silver one, kind of like this. Then we have one that's got more, this one, the kit that we have has more purples in it, but it's kind of like a golder version. So, you don't need too many bicones. You just need a couple. I would say 48 will do you fine. So, yes, please share the video after the class. So, I will post it and you can share it. So, this is a rope style, netted style bracelet. You can make it into a necklace, do as ever you please. It does use crystals, so that's why I went with a bracelet. It's a little bit more cost efficient if you go with a bracelet. So that's Saturday. Let's see. Next week, Sutash. So please don't laugh at the people from Italy that, I know it is a little bit messy. I would say, but it's not perfect, but you know, hey, I'm learning as I go as well. So, we're making some more of these cabs to sell. So, stay tuned for that. This is the bracelet I just finished. So that will be coming up soon. It's a slide, see? Hey. All right, so now we went over the basics. We shall start with right angle weave. Okay, so we're gonna start with bicone crystals first, and we're gonna start with a basic right angle weave unit. So I'm going off of our Stitch Bootcamp right angle weave edition. We are going to start with that. So if anybody's interested in the instructions, let me know. If you need a review, or you can do, you can watch this video over and over again and until you get it. So right angle weave is something that I like. I'm really good at. So it's just something I picked up on right away. I'll explain it in a couple different ways, so that way you guys can, you know, go from there and try to understand it. So we will go from a basic right angle weave unit all the way to how to bezel using right angle weave. So, all right. So let's start. We are going to start with some 4mm bicones. So right angle weave. Right angle weave is made up of 4 beads typically. The reason why it's called right angle, because it would make a 90-degree angle. So that's the idea behind it. There is also, which is, you know, and then there's, after that, there's something called CRAW, which is cubic right angle weave. Cubic right angle weave, little cubes. Okay. And then there's PRAW, prismatic right angle weave, which is anything that is not cubic right angle weave. So, you know, if it's not 4-sided, it's 3-sided, or 5-sided, or 10-sided, then it would fall under prismatic right angle weave, PRAW. Cool? All right, so right angle weave. Start off with, we're going to pick up 4 bicones. And we're going to leave about a, 6-inch tail. I usually leave enough that I can wrap my finger around it, because I don't use a stop bead. So I just wrap my finger around it. All right. So there's our 4 beads. And to do just one right angle weave unit, you pass through all 4 of those beads again. Okay. So then your tail will meet your working thread right there. So what we're going to do in order to close up this to make it into a square shape, bicones do this nicely. They make into a nice little square shape. We're just going to go through that first bead right over again. There you go. That is a right angle weave unit. Okay. I never work on the side where my tail is. I continue going opposite from my tail. So we're going to go through the next bead and the bead after that. All right, so remember we said a right angle weave unit is 4-sided. So 90-degree angle, 90, 90, 90, 90. So we are going to be sharing a bead now. So this is the bead that we're going to be sharing, the one that we're exiting. So if we're sharing one, 4 minus 1 is 3. So we're going to pick up 3. Picking up 3, we're going to pass back through the one we just exited on the previous unit. Gotcha. Hey Trixie, hey Susan. I think Pat Minicozy has joined as well. Yay. All right, so 2 right angle weave units. I feel like the count from Sesame Street. 2 right angle weave units. Ha 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 ha. All right, so we are going to continue through. So we're in the middle right now. we got to go through this bead and this bead to continue our right angle weave strip. So travel through the adjacent bead. Hello, Rita. And the bead after that. All right. So again, pick up 3 beads. This one's messing with me. All right. 3 beads. And we're going to pass back through the one we just exited. Circle back through. Because remember, 3 plus 1 equals 4, 4-sided, 90-degree angle. And I'm back in the frame. Three right angle weave units. We're gonna do one more on this strip, and then we're gonna figure out what we need to do after that, because we can make a strip from here up until God knows how long, 6 feet long. But sometimes we want to grow, widthwise, right? We don't want to just continue on with the length. So we're gonna continue on through the next bead and the following bead. Pick up 3. Travel back through the bead that you exited. All right, so now we're going to go lengthwise. So I have my 4 units, okay? They're called units at this point now. How do we count the units? We count the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each hole in center consists of 1 unit. Hi, Pauline. Hey, Pat. All right, so we're going to grow this widthwise now, so to make it wider. So what we're going to do is, we were at this bead, we exit up the top crystal right here. We're going to pick up 3. It's probably shadows, probably because I'm standing in the way. So try to keep it that way. All right, and we're gonna travel back through the bead that we're exiting. All right, so we added a unit on top of here. So now we're going to add units this way. So to do that, we have to get to this side, right? So we're going to travel through 1, 2, 3, and 4 to exit the top bead on the next unit over. Because remember, we're doing right angle weave, so we're always traveling in a circular motion. So pick up 2 now. Why 2? Because we have 2 here. We have this one right here and this one right here that are being shared. So see, this is the top one from the previous unit. This is the side one from the other unit, the next unit over. So we're going to share that. So we're going to go down into the last unit that we just exited. Through the one on the bottom. And up through the side. Ciao, Monica. Zia Monica. All right. Hey, my mom's watching. All right. So, again, now we're exiting a side. right angle weave. Remember, we're not going to cross straight over like this. We're not going to go over to the top one because then we're not turning. We're not doing circular motions all the time. So if we cut straight across, what it's going to do is if we pull tight, it's going to start bunching the beads up together. So that's why we try to keep going in a circular motion, hence the right angle weave. All right, pick up 2. 2 because we're sharing 2. So sharing is caring. So now we're going to go opposite this way because we have this one that we're exiting. So we got to make the top of this next unit, and we're going to go into the bottom of that unit that's right over there. See? Hi, Sylvia. All right. Continue on. So, up through the side bead, through the top, side, and the bottom of the next unit. We ship. You can pick it up curbside as well. It's fine. But we do ship as well. All right. So last unit to finish up. So because we have the 1 and 2 here, bring that back into the frame. We have the 2 here, the one from the side, the one from the bottom, from the top unit. That's going to make our bottom one for this unit. We're going to go into the side. And into the top one. Ta-da. Easy peasy. Then to start the next row, through the side to the top. Cool? All right, let's try it with 8s. So it's always different with 8s. Crystals make nice little squares, and it's awesome because they fit together really nicely. 8s are rounds. Rounds don't like to behave sometimes. So to play around with it, let's give it a shot. The reason we start off with bicones, for one, it's easy to, they're easy to work with. They come together really easily. 2, they're bigger. So it makes it a whole lot easier to be able to work with those. So now we're going to work with 8s. Doesn't matter what color. You pick a color, whatever your favorite color is. Something that you like staring at for a while if you're going to be playing around with this. Since I did a muted skin tone color last time, let's do a flashy color because I want you guys to be able to see it. That's the point of this. All right, so start off again. Needle and thread, fire line, whatever you want to use. I'm using fire line. Jay Anderson, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. The bicones do sparkle a lot. They are my favorite. Pick up 4 beads. Try to get out of the shadows. Get out of the shadows. All right. Travel back through all 4 of the beads. Hi, Cheryl. Remember, I like to go away from my tail thread, so it means I'm going to go travel through this one and the next one over. And there we go. First right angle weave unit. Remember, we count our units. Center hole. 1. 1 right angle weave unit. Pick up 3 beads. Travel back through the one that you're exiting. Continue up through 2. 2 right angle weave units. Pick up 3 beads. travel back through the bead that you're exiting to make a circle. Through 2. Swing those beads. All right, see how they look a little distorted? You know, they'll do that. They're rounds. They don't like to behave. So just pull them around a little bit. You can still see the units. 1, 2, 3. Another 3. Travel back through. Cool. 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might help to count the up beads when we're doing like that too. Just if you can't see the holes. All right. Continue through 1, 2, 3 beads to exit the top. Now we're going width, growing it, making it wider. Pick up 3 beads. First row from first unit from the next row up, you're always going to pick up 3. So travel back through the bead that you're exiting, the bead on the top side, however you want to see it. Okay. Up through the side bead. Remember, right angle weave, always turning. Turning, turning, turning. All right. Now we're sharing. There's our side from our previous unit that we're going to share. There's the top or the side from the bottom unit that we're going to share. So we're going to pick up 2. And turn in a circular motion. So through the side, up through the top, side, and through the one we just added, and the top one from the next unit over. Okay. Again, we have 2, we're sharing, pick up 2. Travel through the side, through the top of the next one, and turn again to the side. Okay, last one, pick up 2. Through the top, side, top again. There we go, right angle weave. Okay. Okie dokie. So, what do you do with the right angle weave now? Well, you could bezel it, so you can embellish it. That's fun. So, say we have these little holes here in the center. Let's switch out to some 11s. So I'm going to embellish the center of these units here. So I'm going to pick up 1 11, and I'm going to skip over the hole in the center. So we're just going to go into the bead directly below it. Back through the 11. And back through the 8 that we originally exited. So you can put something in the center. You can embellish them. You can do that all the way down the line. Yay, right angle weave. Hey, Jimmy. All right, so let's work on bezeling a Rivoli using right angle weave before we move on to everybody's nightmare for some reason, cubic right angle weave. So to bezel the Rivoli, I use right angle weave units to start off with. It is my favorite way to bezel a stone of any kind because it's very forgiving. It's just a whole lot easier to do it this way. You do actually work some peyote into this, so that's why we did peyote last week and we're doing right angle weave this week. A little progression, but it's a whole lot easier. So this is a 14 millimeter Rivoli, and we are going to do a strip of 16 units of right angle weave. 16 units of right angle weave with size 11 beads will make enough to fit around a 14 millimeter Rivoli. All right, so I'm gonna work with gold 11s. So how's everybody doing? I make it look so easy. Oh, Jimmy, you're so nice to me. I try to make it look easy. That way people can enjoy it as well. I'm threading my needle, by the way, guys, so. That's the phone.
Yes. Oh, hi, Ron. Hold on. Let me go outside.
All right, so
Stephanie's doing another video.
we're going to start with 4 beads, 4 11s. So notice I'm killing you guys now. So we went from 4 millimeter bicones to 8/0 rounds, and now we're at size 11 seed beads. So it's getting smaller and smaller. But we have a purpose. We're working towards a purpose. All right. Travel back through all 4 beads. And then continue through the next 3, so that way your tail is at the bottom. Whoop, there we go. I'm in the frame now. All right. 1 unit. We got to make 16, which means we're going to do this. We're going to repeat our picking up 3 beads 15 more times. Or excuse me, 14 more times. And then our 16th is going to be our connection. So pick up 3, travel back through the 11 that you exited, through 2. Remember, we're just making a strip. 3, back through, continue through 2. So how has everybody been lately? Please converse with me. Give me something to talk about. So, I have another job, but right now it's mostly working from home, as the majority of us, but I work in food safety. So I'm in large food plants in the middle of the night, which means my crew is all up at the middle of the night. So means I have to be up in the middle of the night to answer their questions. So for all of you guys that think that, you know, I'm having vacation, well, I had a conference call at 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I was up until, I don't know, 4:30-ish in the morning answering phone calls and getting things done for them. And then another conference call at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's been entertaining. So let's stop. We'll count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So, all right. Somebody was asking, is there any size chart for how many units of different size of Rivoli? Not really. It seems to go like, okay, so let me backtrack. Every time that you do this right angle weave, you're going to come off with a peyote stitch. So it means that you're going to have an even count. So it's going to be even. I mean, it ends up being 16 units for a 14 millimeter. I think it ends up being about 14 units for a 12 millimeter. Just kind of works out that way. This size 11, so, and these are Toho size 11. So if you switch over to Miyuki's or whatever, it might be a little bit different, but we try to keep it, try to keep it the same there. My puppy's doing good. He's home today. So, he enjoys staying up with me in the middle of the night, listening to my phone calls, my boring phone calls. After I got up for the 8 a.m. conference call, I went back to finishing the thing I started the night before. The thing, because it doesn't have a name yet. Camera's on the phone, Jimmy. I'm doing this from my iPhone because, I really, COVID-19 didn't give us much time to prepare for me to go get supplies and everything for this. So it's just kind of like, hey, you're going to do it. So we are working from an iPhone right now. An iPhone and a tripod. Where is it? It is I'm at the bead store. So it's up like on top of a tripod. So after the 8 a.m. conference call, I finished up working on that. I don't know. I am, 33, 34? So my vision's still there. So I really don't have a problem with seeing the beads. This is going to be hilarious to watch back on YouTube because people are going to be like, what the hell is she talking about afterwards? 2 years down the line, people are going to be watching this and they're going to be like, okay, she was definitely on drugs. So right angle weave is pretty therapeutic, actually. I like it. It's repetitive. Circle, circle, circle. So we're going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're getting there. That is why the screen is so narrow. Yes, because this is from my iPhone. Because, like I said, I did not have a chance to go out and buy, like a GoPro or whatever the hell that you have to get for these things. I'm not much of a video person. Don't like the sound of my voice playing back either, so I do not watch these videos back. Thank God, because I'd probably be mortified. We're going to be doing 16 units, Lynn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to stop at 15. So we're doing 16, but we're stopping at 15. There's a reason for that. Yeah, you're dying to try this yourself, Jimmy. You too can do this. I'm fighting with it. Thanks, Pauline. All right. Again, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like we have 15. So 15 units plus the join will be 16. All right. So we're going to join this to make it a circle. The circle, of course, will be the circle that goes around the Rivoli. So to do that, I flip this over, fold it over on itself. So that way, my starting bead, see, working thread, tail thread. My starting bead is lined up with my ending bead. Got it? All right, so we're gonna build a unit. Remember, we're sharing. We're sharing these two right here. So if we're sharing these two, that means we only have to add 2. So we're gonna go from the last unit we added to the first bead that we added. And pick up another one and go from the first bead we added to the last bead that we ended with. Ta-da, we have a unit. And ta-da, we have a circle. It's on my middle finger, sorry guys, but it fits on that finger. All right? So, we're going to continue now, and we're gonna build, what I did on this one is I added 11s and then 15s, peyote. So, it's not necessarily a peyote stitch when we first start off. It will become one. So we're exiting a middle bead right now. We have to go to a top bead, a bead that is kind of dangling here that is unattached. So we're going to call it the unattached bead. And it will firm up as we go along. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go in between each unattached bead, and we're going to add another 11. I switch colors just because it looks better when we're trying to show this, how to do this, if we switch colors. It also helps if you stick it on a finger of your choice. All right, so there we go. It's my finger of choice right now. Second color of 11s. I'm glad I'm breaking up the monotony for you guys a little bit, like with these videos, so that way, you know, we can have some fun. I miss everybody here. So that's probably the other reason why I'm doing it, is because I miss people here. All right, from one unit to the next, the unoccupied, unfilled, 11. Stitch 1, 11. And we're gonna do this all the way around. So I can I can bezel one of these Rivolis in about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, probably. It works up really quickly once you get the hang of it. So I guess next Wednesday we'll do netting stitch, since we're doing a Dara this weekend. Makes sense. Sometimes you have to search for that bead. Yeah, you can pick up curbside. Call us up and order. Absolutely. I'm here most of the days. Since it was 16 units, it should be 16 beads. Which is important because we just stepped up into that 11 that we added. Can you guys see it? That's the one I'm exiting right now. Ta-da. So that's a step up. That was the first 11 of the different color that we added, and now we're going to switch over to 15s. We do deliver as well. Sound like a pizza service right now. We deliver. I can't give you like a 15-minute guarantee though or anything like that, because guarantee you, U.S. Postal Service is not going to be very happy with that. It is much faster than starting with peyote. Robin, it is. So now we're going to switch over to our 15s, and that's going to close up this bezel, or start to close it up. So we're going to skip over the gold bead. Oop, there we go. We're going to skip over the gold bead. We're going to go from the beige bead to the other beige bead, matte color bead. This is essentially a peyote. So we worked our way from right angle weave to a peyote stitch. Clever, combining stitches. And as we're doing this, we are going to pull on it. Tension. I like to strangle my work. I don't know why. I think I work out my frustrations on these things. Have a bad day at work? Pull. It works. You know what, Robin? In Ackworth, if I really wanted to drive, like most of us are like getting tired and being crazy cooped up in the house, that, I'm like, yeah, I'll deliver. I'll deliver to Louisiana at this point, probably. Especially me with my job. I'm used to like being on the go all the time. So to be like from on the go every night to stop and not going anywhere is crazy. My crew is like, oh, lucky you get to be at home. I'm like, yeah, but you guys still contact me all the time. And I just nodded myself here. So they're like, oh, you must get to sleep and everything. I'm like, not sleeping when you're calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning. We are on the same side as what we were working on. So with the 15s, so. We will switch over to the opposite side in just a moment. Once we finish this bezel round. Haha. Got my tangle out. Okay. I like how you guys are all saying hi to each other on here. Makes it really entertaining. Like we have people on here from Italy and from everywhere else. And then from our area here in Brazelton and Tequila and Flowery Branch and Gainesville and Dawsonville and since we're a little tiny Georgia bead store. Tiny. Well, it's not really tiny. A lot of space in here. A lot of beads in here. Hiram, Georgia. Gotta live in Georgia to be able to pronounce some of these towns sometimes. It's like I was going to Augusta one time and there's a town that's like, looks like Martinez. No, that's not how you pronounce it. It's Martinez. Alrighty, Martinez, it is. All right, ta-da. Top part of our bezel done. So let's pull out our Rivoli. Summer blush, oh so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna test it out. Plop them in there. He works. So you notice I plopped them face side down because we just did the top part, so. Ooh, so pretty. All right, so now we're gonna travel in the bezel to the bottom edge here. And I'm gonna cut this tail thread because it's annoying. You can do it too, trust me. Oh, that's great, Sharon. So excited about that. All right. So here we are on our top part. We are exiting there we go. Let me get into the frame. We are exiting an 11-0B, or the secondary color of 11. And we're gonna go into top part of the right angle weave unit. Down one of the side right angle weave beads. And into the beads that are sticking up on the side here, which are the edge of the right angle weave unit that we first, or right angle weave strip that we first started off with. At this point, you can make an executive decision. Do you want to make it look like the front, look like the back, or whatever? I don't care. It's the back. I'm not going to see it right now, so I'm not really going to care about it. So what are we going to do is I'm going to just use 15s all the way around just to close it up. So we are going to stitch in between each 11 a 15. And you notice the way that I went down? It changed our direction. So we're going an opposite way of what we were going before. Don't freak out. It's all good. It's just the way the beads, the motion of the beads, of how you worked it. No worries. We got bigger things to worry about. So people were asking about my puppy before. So my puppy is a 6.5-month-old golden retriever. He is a big boy. He's got to be around 60 pounds by now. Oh, and he's a lap dog. Just loves to be on your lap, which is going to be really entertaining as he continues to grow. Hello from South Mississippi. And from the UP of Michigan. Hi! I have a friend that's up there somewhere. Her name's Nikki. She's my childhood friend. We grew up together. My bestie. Must be the Italian in him, yeah. You hear that, or it's all the Italian food that we're feeding him? I don't know. It's one of the things. Yeah, he doesn't get table food. He is cute. He's not cute when he likes to get up at 5:30 in the morning, especially when I finally went to bed at 4:30. All right, we are almost done, guys. We almost bezeled a stone here, a Rivoli. Starting off with a right angle weave unit. Hey! All right. Coolness is done. 16 units includes the connection, so 16 units altogether. So it's 15, and then the connection unit would be the 16th. Hey, Kathy! All right, so there we go. We got our stone done. Okay, cool. Everybody good with that? If not, it'll be posted. You can watch it again until your heart's content. This works on different stones. Did you fall asleep on me, Kathy? Or did you just fall asleep? So let me show you some of the stones that I'll work with. I'll be right back, guys. Back to you after this quick break. All right, so I'm back. So any of these with these like weird size and shapes here, right angle weave will work for that. So, hey Trixie. Okay, so those, it'll work with those. It'll work with the 1201s, the dentelles, the huge ones, you know, where we don't really exactly know the counts that we need. Like sharp angles or like triangles and stuff like that. It works with those, so start off with, so it's a good way to go. My favorite way to go. Let's get to the fun part. So to have less clutter on this mat, let's clean up some of our beads. Bring in the sanitation crew. Yeah, essentially you just try to fit it around the odd shape. So you keep on making the strip long enough until it fits around those shapes. And again, make sure that your strip is an even number. It does work with marquee stones. So I have used it on the big marquee shape one. So somebody was asking about the big marquee shape ones. These here, it works on these. Okay. Right angle weave works perfect with these because essentially you can fit one of your right angle weave units right at the tip there. And so that little corner piece will fit right in there. So, you know, it just works out that way. And so it works on the eyeball shaped one too. So the ones from Swarovski. I've done that one before in a right angle weave. Lynn, no, come on. You teach this in the shop. Anytime. It'll work with a large emerald cut stone. Yes, it will. It works about with any shape because you're not restricted to. The reason that I don't like peyote so much is because you're restricted. You have to count the number of beads to start off with. You have to have an even number. It has to fit around the stone. It depends on your tension. So all that other stuff goes into effect, goes into a factor. Now, with the right angle weave units, you're looking at to have just a little bit of space around, around the stone, like enough for you to fit like maybe 2 seed beads in between there. And that's like kind of like the fit that you want. You want it loosely fitting because you're going to bring it in to capture it afterwards. And the way that you bring it in is through using the 11s and the 15s because that starts to tighten it up. So it works with any of those stones, those weird shaped stones that we don't know what to do with, and we buy them because they look pretty, and you're like, yay! And then you get them home, and you're like, now what do I do? So pear-shaped. So hang on, let me grab Magdalena. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my exercise running back and forth, grabbing things in here. They'll teach me a lesson to grab things before I start. Yeah, cabochons and gemstones will work with those too. So this is Magdalena necklace that I made. The bezel that I start off here with the pear-shaped stone here. I can't remember the article number. Don't ask me right now. I'll remember it later. But anyways, it's a right angle weave unit. You can see it here. See these 2 beads right here? So what I did is I made a right angle weave unit using 8 beads. So each side had 2. So essentially the same thing. Thank you. It is very pretty. It's a very pretty necklace. It's got netting stitch in there and uses different ways to capture that. So, all right. So basically what I start off with around here is a right angle weave unit. So yeah, you can use it in different stones, all kinds of different shaped stones. Cabochons it works with. So all kinds of different things. All right, so back to business, ladies and gents. Let's go to the cubic right angle weave. So a cubic right angle weave, basically a cube. It's a square. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Trixie. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is a very pretty necklace. I do have a kit for that necklace, Robin. In fact, a lot of people in Italy are actually getting that kit because I was supposed to be teaching that over there. And I have 3 different colorways on that. So you guys are going to make me run and get the other colorways, aren't you? Okay, so yeah, Mom's going to get it. So, but yeah, so now we're going to work on cubic right angle weave. So get out your bicones again because we're going to be using those little suckers. I do have it, Lynn. The name of the kit is Magdalena. So Magdalena. Those are the other 2 colors. So this one is 24 karat gold and crystal moonlight. And you can see I got really lazy afterwards and did not feel like finishing off the necklace strap part of it. This one's amethyst and silver and blue. Oh, you guys like that? Hi, Marge. So let me grab the kit so that way I'll tell you the price. Ta-da. All right, so Magdalena is $175. There's the gold one. 24 karat gold beads, sterling silver beads. There's the original colorway. Ta-da. It's more for everyday wear. My favorite part is the closure here. So, see? All right. And there's the blue. Or excuse me, the blue. The amethyst, it does have blue in it, and Paradise Shine and stuff like that, so, with silver. Silver beads or sterling silver beads. So, this is the first colorway. So, it's the original colorway. I think it's called the original colorway on Etsy or something like that. So, but anyways, it's the luminous green stones in it. And then you have the alternating colors of the amethyst. So, very pretty design. Love it. It's very popular. Your pandemic sweats? Your retired pandemic sweats. Awesome. It would go well with that, you know, and also when you're shopping on Amazon from your computer screen. But we're all going to get out eventually. We're all going to make it out of here, I promise. So take that from the epidemiologist that is now working in food safety, that is also teaching you how to do cubic right angle weave on the on Facebook Live. So, all right, guys. So cubic right angle weave. So start off with, we're going to start with 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to go with we're starting with 4mm crystals. I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain it 2 different ways. I am a math brain, so science, ta-da. So I do in numbers. A lot of people do like architecture based, where they, you know, this is the roof, these are the walls, this is the ceiling, you know, that's the floor, that kind of thing. So, all right, pick up your 4 beads, pass back through all 4 again. Thank you. Wear it ordering from Beadjoux. You should. All right. So again, we don't like our tail in the way, so continue through the next 3 beads afterwards. If I can get these guys to cooperate with me. There we go. Epidemiologist, bee queen, yes. For those of you that don't come to the store very often or anything, you know. Yep, I am an epidemiologist. All right, so there's our first part. That's 4. All right, so now we're going to start building around the actual cube of the right angle weave unit. So, the cubic right angle weave unit. So we're going to start building our sides. Our sides are built with the math of 3, 2, 2, 1, which means the first bead that you're adding to right here, you're going to pick up 3. The second bead that you add to, you're going to pick up 2. The third bead that you add to, you're going to pick up 2. The fourth bead that you add to, you're going to pick up 1. So I'm going to keep it open so that way you can see it and it will make sense afterwards, and then we'll talk about the architecture way. So, all right, so we're picking up 3. I am going to pick up different colors so that way you can see where the sides are versus the top and the bottom, okay? So, I wish I had a darker color. I have plenty of colors here, guys. I mean, we are a bead store, so I got plenty to choose from. So, no worries. We'll get it done. We're going to go with gold. Aurorum 2 times. All right, so starting from our 4, I'm going to pick up 3. All right, and we're going to go back through the bead that we're exiting. Okay? So, now it looks like that we're just adding like a basic right angle weave, but now we're going to go up through the first bead that we added. All right? I'm going to pick up 2 now. 2 because we're connecting to this doohickey over here, this guy. So we already have this guy that we're sharing, because see, when it starts making a cube, this is going to flip up. See that angle there? Or my finger is in the way, but if you can see it there, that's what it's going to start doing. So we're going to pick up 2. All right, now we're going to travel back through the one on the original 4 that we started with. Okay. And I'm keeping it loose, remember, so that way you guys can see it. Because otherwise I would start tightening up. So this guy is shared. This guy is shared. These 2 are just added. So now we're going to make our, again, right angle weave units. So we got to make our way around to this side to go to this guy over here. So. And we're going to go into the 3rd bead on the original right angle weave unit. Got stuck. There we go. All right. So 3, 2, again, 2. All right. Making a circle. This guy's being, let me get back into the frame. This guy's being shared. This guy's being shared. So we're making a circle. So we're going to go back down through this and this. Okay, we're going to pull him, start pulling it tight now. Okay. See what I mean? So 3, 2, 2, 1. Now why 1? Because now all we have left is 1 bead to add up here. As you can see, that's why I did the different color, so you guys can see that. We have the bottom one, the bottom 4 that we originally started with. We have the 2 that were added from, 1 from the first unit, this one from the last unit. So now we have to add the 1 on the top. So to do that, remember, always traveling in circles. So we're not going to go straight across to this side. We're going to go up. And we're going to pick up our last bead. Travel back down. And make our way through the right angle weave unit. Sorry, danced a little bit. And we're going to go up to the last bead that we just added to start the next unit. Ta-da, 1 cube, 1 square. Gotcha? All right. So let's talk floors, walls, ceilings. This is the other way that people explain it. So the 4 that we start off with, that's going to be our floor of our house. So I'm going to travel through all these 4, just like we would if we were picking up the 4 beads to start off with. You don't have to do this when you add on for the cubic right angle weave, but it just makes it a little more firm and easy to deal with. All right, so our mint alabaster beads are going to be our floor. Mint alabaster beads are also going to be our ceiling. So we need to add our sides in between and our ceiling from our floor. Yes, we do like it firm and easy to deal with. All right, so starting from our 4 on the floor, we're going to add a side, which is gold. We're going to add one part of our ceiling, which is alabaster, mint alabaster. And we're going to add our another side. So architecture based, all right? And we're going to travel through our floor that we just exited. All right? Up through our side. So, since we just went up through the side here, we're going to we're at the point that we're going to add a ceiling. And we're going to add another side. And we're going to travel back through our floor here. And if you don't get it, if it doesn't make sense at first, just work your way through it, try it. It's a repetitive motion sort of thing. So as you do it time and time again, you start to realize it, and sooner or later, it's going to click. All right? Through the ceiling, down the side, to the next floor. Start over again. You're welcome, Cheryl. All right, pick up a side and pick up a ceiling. Because we're exiting a floor, we're going in a circular motion again. So next one up would be a side, a gold bead, and then the next one after that would be the ceiling. And to make a circular motion, to do so, we have to go through a side. Through the floor, up the side. Okay? So now we're at the point we're back to the beginning again, so we have the two sides and we have the floor. So what we're missing now is the ceiling. So we're going to pick up our ceiling. Raise the roof. And we're going to go down through the side. All right. Through the side. Through the ceiling, which will be the floor of our next house. All right, so 3, 2, 2, 1 just makes sense to me. Like I said, I'm a math-based person, but some people are visual people where they just like to visualize building a house when they're doing it. So whatever works for you works for me, doesn't really matter. I can teach it either way. I can show you either way. It doesn't matter to me. But as long as you understand the concept behind it, then you can start building your cubic right angle weave. And then when you have a cubic right angle weave, when you have it down, then you can work on making a bracelet out of it. Building a high rise, there you go. So these are high rises. So this is just a cubic right angle weave unit that is built upon each other over and over again to make a bracelet. These are all cubic right angle weave units that are joined together. So if anybody's wondering why this bracelet or how this bracelet works, so it's a closure that goes like this. Ta-da, there's the bracelet. Thank you, Judy. So, this is Crazy for CRAW, it's called. It's a pattern and a kit that's available, so it's all cubic right angle weave units. That's all it is. There is nothing else to this bracelet, just cubic right angle weave over and over and over again until you get sick of yourself. So if you ever want to learn it, This would be the way to learn it, definitely, because you're going to do it so many times that you're going to be like, I got this down now. So that is it, guys. That's basically, I'll talk about prismatic. So, anyways, we just did the cubic right angle weave. There's the diagrams for it, just in case anybody's interested on how it really works in the Stitch Boot Camp. So, prismatic right angle weave is essentially CRAW on steroids. So think of a prism like a triangle, 3-sided. A square is 4-sided, which is cubic right angle weave. A pentagon is 5-sided. An octagon is 8 sides. So if you guys get the pattern, it's just all it is going from 4-sided to a 5-sided, or starting off with a 3-sided. There is a video that we did a little while back ago on YouTube that is it's a spiral, almost like a spiral bracelet, but it's prismatic right angle weave. And the reason it spirals is because I picked up a larger size bead on every turn, and so it made like a spiral look to it. So you can go check that out on YouTube, the prismatic right angle weave bracelet. And that will show you how to do PRAW. It is a 3-sided PRAW. So does everybody understand that? If you don't, let me know. Send me an email or something like that, and I can explain it to you. But all right, we're gonna turn this camera around so that way you guys we can say howdy do and goodbye. Remember, on Saturday, we shall be back at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Adara. Adara is netting style. Next Wednesday at 4, we will be back for netting stitch. So netting stitch, there's also another one that goes with it, I think. So where can you get the pattern? The pattern for the boot stitch camp. Just email me, Trixie. I could send it to you. Oh, there's my bag of soutache that I've been working with, guys. It's my lucky bag. Eastern Standard Time, yes. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us today. It was much appreciated for me to go with you guys and travel through right angle weave, which is some people's like dreaded stitch. They hate it. I enjoy it. I like it. I think it's fun. And I love you too. Thanks, Kathy. But yeah, so we're doing this just to pass the time by, so that way I can still keep in touch with you guys throughout all this, and look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday if you have time. I think we all have nothing but time at this point right now. So hopefully we will get to see you guys. And we're going to be posting this. Oh, remember the contest for the free beads. I'm going to post this. Share the post on your page. Like us on Facebook. And like us on YouTube. Or follow us on YouTube, I should say. Beads. Beads for you if you do that. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Thank you so much. Have a great one and enjoy your evening. Bye.